church. It's good to be home again. Pastor Brinkley, ministers, and all the Antioch Eagles. I'm back.
All right.
Our future, our children. I spoke before, and I used this as a base. There is a Maasai tribe of warriors. These men are the BITW of warriors. They are the best warriors. I mean, they stand 6'5", 6'6", 290. They are sworn killers. That's their duty. They wake up to go to war. Right. But when they greet each other every day, they say, Kasarian and Gera, which means, how are the children? Right. Now, when you think about that, I mean, when you get into the base of it, these are warrior men. They go out to kill. That's how they greet one another. And they return their greeting with, all the children are well. Not my child is well.
Come on now.
All the children are well. Which lets you know that no matter what they do, they know that the importance of their village is the well-being of their children. If the children are well, I'm well. If the children are well, this village is well. If the children are well, Antioch is well. I grew up in the same choir stand, these same pews. And before I even know what Kasarian and Gera was, How Are the Children was the basis of 500 Clay.
All right.
Everything that went on in this building and still goes on to this day was Kasarian and Gera based. How are the children? If you go a little further, there's another story of a small town that lived on a river. And the people would go to this river, they would bathe in this river, they would wash their clothes in this river. The river was the place. One day a baby was floating down this river. One of the ladies jumped into this river, saved the baby, brought the baby into this community. They nurtured the baby. They noticed how much joy that this baby brought to this village. Days go by, another child is found in this river. Another child. And they cared for these children. They did everything they need to do. But one day the lady said, I know we're taking care of all of these children, and it's a beautiful thing, but we need to go up this river to find out why all these babies are floating down this river. So my challenge today is, who is willing to go up that river? We can save every child that comes in our sight, that lives next door to you, that you may see in the store, but there is something going on up the river, that we are constantly in a saving state of these children. And that's not a bad thing that we're saving these children, but the bad thing is what's going on up that river. You know, and you step out and you say, who's willing to go? And everybody sits on their hands. Because somebody says, well, I just got a new job. I can't go. I've never been out of the city. I'm scared to go, you know, up the river. I have school. I can't go up the river. But at some point, somebody has to say, I'm going up that river. And when you get up there, don't just get there to look around. Go up that river and get dirty. You have to put in work when you get up the river. Going up the river is not for show.
Come on now.
Going up the river is for doers. You know, because we sit in here and you put on your fine clothes, you grab your pretty bag and your nice shoes, and you come like what we do here is a museum to come to be seen because you look good. But this is actually a hospital.
Come on now.
To where you come because you need to be fixed.
Come on now.
So don't go up the river and do this. Because now you're a statue. They're just going to look at you. Go up the river to go and do work. In Job, and everybody knows the story of Job and his diligence and his patience and his obedience to God. But when everything started to crumble around Job, his cattle, the herd, his children. If you look at Job at the end of 13 through about 19, 1:13 through about 19, at the end of each line it says, I was the only one who survived to come and tell you. And they tell another story, and your kids are gone, but I was the only one that was able to come and survive. Now you listen to that story, you remember Job, what I want you to remember is there's always a survivor. And the job of that survivor is to tell it. You have to tell it all. Some of these kids are looking at me like, Sean, you up here because you got it all together, and they just ask you to come and speak to church. No, I'm up here because I don't have it together.
Come on now.
I'm up here because I've been where you are, and I'm standing where you're going. You understand what I'm saying? This is not a reward for me because I grew up here. I spoke at a couple of other places. This is my survival duty to stand here, to give this word, to give a word of encouragement. So once you get through, tell it. Don't sit on it like you did it all by yourself. I went through a period in my life, and I'll be as transparent as I can be without getting in trouble with my parents. So I'll turn this way. I went through a period in my life about